have played another game, and the latest game that I played was Corpse Factory. I really didn't know too much about this game or what it was about, but what it is a psychological horror suspense thriller involving death. The main character, Noriko, is a young lady in Japan who has created a website where anyone can submit a photo and a phone number, which then, according to the website, leads to the death of the recipient of who the photo was sent. Well, how this is done is Noriko modifies the photo to make it look like the recipient has died by slashing, hacking, getting their head chopped off, etc., etc. And the recipient is supposed to be so shocked that they are marked for death that they either kill themselves or through unknown means are killed in the same manner. Well, this has a moderate amount of success, and hundreds of people die in this manner through submissions by the public. Somebody hates somebody and they want them to die, send in a photo and a phone number to the website, and poof, the person dies. Well, what happens is there is a competing website is introduced, the Human Disposal Service, where if you make your submission to this ACS site, the person is eliminated within 24 hours. Of course, this is quite a consternation to the police who try to figure out how all of this is happening. They never do figure out how it is happening. Let me play a little bit here to show you how this goes. Let me try to go to another scenes here. It's further along in the game. to a third save here and load it.
Really? What is it?
A few new cadavers were in the morgue when I arrived tonight.
Ah,
Also, I was thinking
what about?
something funny. We went to such lengths to make sure we didn't get caught stealing cadavers from here.
And
Well, it's amusing that the entire place was ransacked by the Human Removal Service, but no one ever investigated. No one here seemed to really care.
we tried so hard to cover our tracks, being careful about every single corpse we lifted.
Let me give a few teasers and explanations about the game as it progresses. This Kojiro is a character that Noriko has run across in the library. And this character, Kojiro, has introduced a few books that Noriko could read that involve the handling and playing with corpses by an author known as Nobel Sinclair. These books are about the same type of activity as the movie Weekend with Bernie, where this Nobel Sinclair author purports to have taken corpses out on to the park or to lunch or theater, etc., etc. Sort of an obsession with dead corpses. What happens is this Kojiro in Noriko sort of upping the game against this competing website, Human Disposal Service, take it upon themselves to steal or use corpses from the morgue and dress them up and deliver them to people who are requesting the death of another person. That is, they deliver a corpse that is made up to look like the intended recipient death, to shock them or scare them into killing themselves. There are quite a number of ghastly scenes in this game. Likewise, there's ghastly actions that take place. Let me go back to the title, and I'll give a few other teasers on this game. This girl in the yellow is Aoi. This blonde girl is Tomoe. The girl in the middle, the brunette, is Noriko. And the morgue attendant is this Fujiro. Each of them play a core part in the game. Let me tease out a few facts or outcomes of the game, but I won't quite give it away. This Aoi character, that is the girl in the yellow dress, always feels cold. Well, there's a reason that she always feels cold, which I'm not going to give away. So that's a sort of a end revelation of the game. This girl, the blonde, Tomoe, and Kojiro are semi-friends of Noriko, the brunette, and help her to deliver corpses for the website when they get a submission. This Kojiro is a really macabre character who works at the morgue and is intensely involved with reading books from this Nobel Sinclair. Noriko's apartment has a moldy smell, and she semi-attributes it to being in the one of the poorer, better parts of town. But if you think about it, there is always a reason why there's the mold smell. You know, maybe somebody put something behind the walls, which you do hear about every once in a while, this happening. I'm not going to give it away. It's sort of a surprise ending of the game. I would give this game a B+ rating. It's sort of unexpected. It's definitely a chilling story, and the final outcome of the game, which depends on 3 choices that you make. You can get up to 4 endings. The endings are given to you once you achieve one of them, and you're able to view the others. I went through all of the game and got 100% CG, so kudos for that. The final ending hinges on who and what is this Nobel Sinclair author that wrote the books, and likewise, who or what is it that urged Noriko to set up the website to get submissions for death. That's sort of the revelations that are told in the ending of the game. Another fact is, remarkably, this game was not made by a Japanese studio, and that's sort of the reason why the voices are in English. However, the game is set in Japan, Tokyo, and it is the scenes, characters, story, etc. are very much like a Japanese game. So maybe the visual novel genre is catching on, and more studios are branching out to take advantage of it. We'll see. What I will do, I will try to look for additional games, and if they're worthwhile, I'll play them and let you know about them. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're able to catch my next video.